We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Dear students, welcome to today's class on soil mechanics topic, index properties and interrelationship. The objective of today's lecture is to discuss about the fundamentals of soil particles, the various phases of soil, various index properties. Between the index property there are so many relationships, and finally to solve some numerical problems using the interrelationship between index properties. You can see here an image where the soil has been collected from an open field. Looking to the lump of the soil in the hand of the person, you can see here that the soil particles are sticked between each other, and when we collect such sample in laboratory and keep it in a container, it looks like this. Now after processing this soil sample, we test it in the laboratory for determination of various index properties. Now to better understand the soil particles in the container, the lump has been magnified, and you can see here a magnified lump of soil where the solid particles are shown in the deep brown color in various sizes, and between the particles there are so many voids. In between voids there are some water molecules also. You can see here the water molecules shown in the light blue colors, and some voids are between the particles are also empty where the air is filled up. So you can also see the solid particle, the circumference of the particle, the surface of the solid particles are coated with water. So the weighting nature of water is there. The soil is weighted, and because of the weighting by water there are some sticky nature of solid particles, and it remains as sticked between each other and forms a lump. So you can see here that in a solid lump there are presence of all the 3 phases of material: the solid particles, the liquid water, and the air as a gas. So solid, liquid and gas, all 3 are present in a soil lump. Now as the soil remains in nature, in natural state, you can see here, if a soil is having a solid particle, the water molecules and the air, so this is most popularly known as natural soil. But if this type of soil is heated and the water is evaporated, then it comes into this phase, that the solid and air only. So this is known as a dry soil phase. But if the same soil has been subjected to a rainy season condition, then all the voids are filled with water only, and it becomes solid and water phase where there is no air. So this is known as a saturated soil phase. Now to quantify its volume and weight, you can see here that the various notations have been used. Ws means the weight of solids, Ww means weight of water, and Wa means weight of air, which is taken as 0. Similarly, Vs means volume of solids, Vw means volume of water, and Va means volume of air. In dry phase, again Ws, Vs and Va. In saturated phase, Ws, Ww, Vs and Vw. Now between these parameters there are small relations. The total volume is equal to Vs plus Vw plus Va. W total is Ws plus Ww plus Wa, that is taken as 0. So in natural soil, the total volume and total W we can calculate like this. In dry soil, the total volume is equal to Vs plus Va, and total W equal to total W means Ws plus Wa, Wa is 0. In saturated soil, the total volume V equal to Vs plus Vw, and total wet W equal to Ws plus Ww. So by using these simple relations, simple equations, we can find out total volume and total wet. Now by using various volume and wet quantities, we can define so many index properties in soil. So first one here is void ratio, that is denoted as small e, a ratio of volume of voids and volume of solids. Porosity denoted as small n, or you can say eta, a ratio of volume of voids and total volume. Water content small w, ratio of weight of water and weight of solids. Then comes the bulk density gamma b, ratio of total weight divided by total volume. Dry density gamma d, ratio of dry weight of soil divided by total volume. And gamma saturated, that is gamma sat, a ratio of W saturated divided by total volume. All the density are denoted in gram per cc or in kg per meter cube. Submerged density gamma sub, that is gamma submerged we say, the Wd in submerged stage divided by total volume. Density of solids, that is gamma s, Ws divided by total volume, volume of solids Vs. Specific gravity, a ratio of weight of solids and weight of water. Absolute specific gravity capital G, ratio of density of solids and density of water. Mass specific gravity Gm, ratio of bulk density of soil divided by density of water. Then degree of saturation Sr, ratio of volume of water and total volume of voids. Air content, that is AC, V, ratio of volume of air divided by total volume of voids. And percentage air content, that is Va by V into 100%. And density index ID, that is maximum void ratio, that means loosest state of soil, minus E in natural stage of soil, then void ratio in natural stage, and the difference between the loosest state void ratio E max and the densest state void ratio E minimum. So this ratio will give us a density index value. Then some interrelationship we will discuss. Relationship between void ratio and porosity, E equal to N divided by 1 minus N, then N equal to E divided by 1 plus E. The relationship between void ratio, water content, specific gravity and degree of saturation, that is E equal to Wg by Sr. Then bulk density is given by G plus E into Sr under bracket into gamma W divided by 1 plus E. Gamma saturated is equal to G plus E under bracket into gamma W divided by 1 plus E. And dry density gamma D is equal to G into gamma W divided by 1 plus E. Gamma submerged as gamma sub is G minus 1 under bracket gamma W divided by 1 plus E. Gamma D, dry density, is equal to bulk density divided by 1 plus water content. And gamma D also equal to 1 minus Na, percentage air voids under bracket into G gamma W divided by 1 plus water content W and specific gravity G. Now to solve the numerical problems, we have taken some numerical. The first numerical is a sample has porosity 35% and a specific gravity 2.65. Calculate the void ratio, dry density and saturated density. To begin the solution, you can see here the given parameters is porosity 0.35 and specific gravity G 2.65. So from this we have use the relationship between E and N equal to N upon 1 minus N, and putting these two values we get 0.538. The dry density will use the relation gamma D equal to G gamma W divided by 1 plus E. So we have all the values now, so putting all the values of G, gamma W and void ratio, we get gamma D 1 plus 1.72 gram per cc, and gamma saturated is equal to G plus E gamma W divided by 1 plus E. So putting all the values we have, so we get 2.07 gram per cc. So this way we have solved this problem. The second numerical is a sample of soil has mass 1545 gram, volume 1000 cc, a water content is 8.6%, a specific gravity is 2.6. Calculate the void ratio. So begin the solution. We have given the total weight W equal to 1545 gram and G 2.6. so we can calculate here the bulk density, total weight divided by total volume. So 1545 by 1000, it is given 1.545 gram per cc, and gamma D dry density equal to gamma bulk divided by 1 plus water content. So 1.545 divided by 1 plus water content 0.086, and this comes 1.422 gram per cc. By using this gamma D value, we can use this relation gamma D equal to G gamma W by divided by 1 plus E, and from here 1 plus E becomes G gamma W by gamma D, and by putting all these values we have G 2.6 multiplied by 1 divided by gamma D 1.422, and this will be got 1 plus E equal to 1.828, and E becomes 0.828. So we have found out the void ratio. The next numerical is a moist soil sample has volume 464 millimeter and weight 493 gram in natural state. Dry weight of soil is 735 gram. A specific gravity is 2.68. Calculate void ratio, porosity, water content and degree of saturation. So to begin with the solution, we have the given parameters: total weight 493 gram, specific gravity 2.68, and volume is also given 464 milliliter. So gamma bulk is W by V, 493 by 464, that is 1.709 gram per cc. Gamma dry, gamma D equal to W D by V, so 735 by 464, so this becomes 1.584 gram per cc. So we have got the gamma dry also. By using this value, you can find out gamma D equal to one more relation, G gamma W by 1 plus E, and from this relation we can find out the void ratio. So void ratio becomes 1 plus E equal to G gamma W by gamma D, and from here putting all the values, G 2.68 divided by 1.584 equal to 1.691, and from there we get E equal to void ratio equal to 0.691. Now using the relationship between void ratio and porosity, we can find that porosity equal to E divided by 1 plus E. So putting the value of void ratio here, we get porosity 0.408, that is 40.8%. Now as we have been given here the ratio, water content is weight of water divided by weight of solids. So weight of water is total weight minus dry weight divided by weight of solids. So weight of solids is as good as equal to WD dry weight. So 793 minus 735 divided by 735, so this comes 0.0789, and this is equal to 7.89%, that is the value of water content. So degree of saturation SR is also, the equation is SR equal to WG divided by E. So putting the value of this W 0.0789 multiplied by 2.68 divided by E 0.691, and this comes 0.306. So this way we got a degree of saturation 30.6%. So we have by now got all the values by using all these relationships. So with this, thank you very much for patiently listening this lecture. By today's lecture we learned the techniques to solve some basic numerical problems by using interrelationships, to also understood the soil particles, its composition, the various phases of soil, and all the index properties of soil as well as their interrelationships. Thank you very much.